This week, we got to see the first $250,000 DreamHack land, as well as the second week of Cash Cups, and I'm going to recap it all, so let's get right into it. Starting off with DreamHack San Diego, I want to start off by saying it wasn't as many teams as I thought it would be. There were about 130 duos competing in the tournament. I would have thought there would have been over 200, but I'm expecting there to be more at both DreamHack Dallas and Summer in Sweden. Getting into the final top 10 and the 10 duos that are now qualified to Gamers 8 Saudi Arabia and will compete in the $2 million zero build land in July. Coming in first place was Quantity Threats on 354 points, taking home $22,500 each. This duo was struggling throughout qualifiers, barely missing qual in 2 straight heats, then finally qualifying to finals in the last heat. I guess they saved all their trying for finals when it mattered the most. Coming in second place was Kanata and Agers on 353 points, taking home $12,500 each. Kanata almost won it all last game after getting a 6th place, but came up just 1 point short. A 1 point difference between first and second, and it doesn't stop there. Coming in third place on 352 points is P. Fluger and Op, taking home $9,000 each. A 3 point difference between first and third place is an insane finish to a tournament. Also, major shout out to this duo for being the only non-pro builds duo in the top 10. It was a big speculation coming into the tourney how the zero build main players would perform going against the best of the best builds players, and P. Fluger and Op showed that they can hang with anyone, so respect. Coming in fourth place was the highest placing EU team, Axforce and Vortexers, taking home $7,500 each. This team got fourth place while contesting one of the best NA teams being Casker and Clarity G. They were also the highest placing EU team in a lackluster performance out of EU, so shout out to them. Rounding out the top 5 was the highest placing OCE team, Alex and Sons, taking home $6,000 each. Another question heading into the finals was if an OCE team will finally be able to place good on land, and we got it. Alex, who is the best OCE player, and Sons, who is the most recent FNCS winner on OCE, bringing home a top 5 for the region. Quickly recapping the rest of the top 10, we have Wax and Robin in 6th place, taking home $5,000 each. In 7th was Trashy and Pump, taking home $4,500 each. In 8th place was Moo and Tax, taking home $4,000 each. In 9th place was Source and Notch, taking home $3,500 each. And rounding out the top 10 in 10th place was Muzz and Bully, taking home $3,000 each. So in the top 10, there were 6.5 NA duos, 2 EU duos, and 1.5 OCE duos. And yes, Muzz still counts as OCE. Overall, the tournament ran pretty smooth with little to no problems. There was an issue with a couple players with their PCs, and others got their monitors taken. But other than that, it was a pretty clean tournament. Let me know down in the comments your thoughts on DreamHack San Diego and how you think it went. Now I want to do a little quick recap of the Duo Cash Cup. Coming in first place in the Duo Cash Cup, which was on Saturday, was Trashy and Pump on 369 points. 5 top 4s out of them in an absolutely dominant performance. They also won this tournament while playing from DreamHack San Diego, which makes this win even cooler. Next in second place was Buga and Larson on 311 points. No, this is not a real duo. Buga just needed a fill since Threats was a DreamHack, and I do not think Larson has a duo currently. Still good to see them do well though. And third place was Mero and Rise on 269 points. Once again, not a real duo. Yamsa was at DreamHack, so Mero filled for the second straight Cash Cup. Another top 3 for Mero in Cash Cups, and we might just see him play FNCS, so stay tuned for that. Coming in fourth was Aviv and Skittles on 246 points. Another good performance while contested for this duo. It's crazy that they can play this good with such mediocre loot and splitting a POI. And rounding out the top 5 of the Duo Cash Cup is Noxie and Stacky on 240 points. A solid performance out of them to come top 5. It was a good weekend of tournaments, and next weekend we have FNCS week 1. Hopefully we see some much needed changes to the meta and zones in tonight's update. We'll just have to wait and see what happens there. If you guys enjoyed this quick recap video of the weekend, make sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. Thank you all so much for 2,000 subs so fast on the channel. It feels like we just hit 1,000 a week ago. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.